Morning, Mikey. So this is my Mike Leinum inspired morning routine. I'm just gonna show you some of the stretching and shit that I do. So I just woke up, right? And first thing I do is, and this is cold. It is just as cold here. I don't have the heat on, nothing. So I just come in and I go doop, doop, doop. Just trying to warm up. Doop, doop, doop. And one thing I kind of like to do is I like to go Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then I bring one in and bring the other one in. Easiest way for me to get warmed up, I just drank a whole bunch of water, is my punching platform exercise. Move the fat away from the, so you can sit on your sit bones, and then maybe even get into a kind of a half lotus. All right, so the calluses together, axe choppers, get your core involved. It's free form. Breathe. What you're trying to do is just get your body to work harmoniously and correctly. And I'd be surprised how much of a good workout this is. It's free form, man. Keep breathing. Open your throat. Have completely unobstructed breath. Let your diaphragm, this top part of your chest, let that flood. You don't feel it here at all. Zero. All here. I like to do a twist. It's all free form, man. So just every morning could be different. Every morning could be just how you feel. Okay, hold an egg. Have an imaginary egg in here with your thumb on the side. So this can turn into a judo block, or this can turn into a punch. And so what you're trying to do is get that shoulder in rhythm, and then just snap one. We're not throwing strikes. We're getting everything loose, getting our joints lubricated. Made a couple of videos of my morning routine. And now I'm starting to perfect it. This is also good because if you ever get into a fight and you're on a bad platform, practicing this is just a good way of getting some kinetic energy, being able to just toss it. So even if you're fighting and you're just trying to, you could just fucking stick that one in there. Get this motherfucker good on all platforms. You're just trying to get the body, again, to work good. So I like to go completely from a martial arts standpoint, because it gives kind of all of the fucking full range of motion. Now this is just kind of free form. I call this holding so if you were like holding a stick, you know, this would be how you would do it. And then back to that. This is going to be real good for, and what you do with one side, you got to do the other side. So switch which leg is on top, and then go through a quick run. Since we already went through the routine, now we can just kind of work on a little bit different stuff. This is by far one of my favorite exercises. So you rub your fingers first, then you do the hands and wrists. And it's just all free form. You know, I can pick up a little water, go down, breathe the whole time. It works on your coordination, and it also gets everything to work correctly and harmoniously. But it's all free form, man. Just do what feels right. We got the upper body a little warm. Let's go for the lower body. This is my favorite stretch when I get warm, as I take the palm and go. Active toes. Fan them out. Roll them back. Mind-foot connection. Rock back and forth. I like to put my hand on the outside of the knee. a little tighter. You know, get that. We're not in a competition here, so you just, if this is what you got today, then this is just what you got today. If you can't do the whole hoopla, always kind of scan your body, make sure you're calm and relaxed. Always breathing. Make sure that the kneecap is unflexed. See, I gotta try it again. It's not gonna go today. That's cool. 3 big breaths. Slow in. Slow out. Now, come here, get the back. So I kind of like to rock a little bit. Make sure you're not, make sure that you have strength in your shoulders. Don't just like rest on them and then move and then have that fucking grind bone on bone. But just kind of get in, feel it strong, and then just kind of look back. Look back. Now, dig your toes into the ground. Come up. 3 big breaths for this plank. Rest your head. Make sure your head's soft. Come up a little bit. 3 big breaths. Notice when shit's tight, relax it. Take your hands and get it to where it's like kind of fingertips are just under your nipples. Go up. Again, get strong. Turn. Turn, look at the other side. Push-up position, and then kind of just rock back. Bend your knees, micro bend, until you feel like your arms are taking the weight. Feel power through your arms. Now pedal your feet. See, mine are really hard. Pedal, 1. 1 breath. Go to the next one. Okay, now I'm starting to slip. And end here. Three big breaths. And then I'm going to lean back. I'm going to go on my knuckles right behind my toes. Oh. Camel pose. One, two, three. And then I'm going to curl my toes underneath. I've been working on this. This is, you know, it kind of hurts, but got to kind of loosen that up. So instead of 3 breaths, this is going to be 1 big breath. I'll go down, and then I'm going to get into this pose. 1 breath here. If you feel like your knees gonna buckle or hurt, don't do it. Only do it if it feels good. One breath here. And then one breath here. Move down. Since this one was a little sore, I'll give it a stretch again. I'm gonna go wide. Give it a stretch. And I'm gonna fucking move the fat away to where my butthole is centimeters off the thing, off the ground. It's super weird, and yeah, it's funny, but you want your back to feel good or what? So now more of the punching. And if you get your arms tired, then you can be pulling. Just get it out there and pull instead of punching. Again, this is just to warm the body up, get your joints lubricated. The whole time here you have active toes. They're fanned and they're curled up. Let's stretch out the groin, touch your heels, and then touch your pads. And for this butterfly stretch, just let it drop. This side is getting angry. It just wants to stay high. Just breathe and imagine the air going here. Just let them be where they go, man. If they fall a little more, let them fall. If they're stubborn, then they're stubborn. Three big breaths. Trying to work on, getting straight. So I'm gonna kind of like inch this up a little more so that my back can be straight. My heels didn't want to be so close to my groin. This feels a little bit weird, like it's gonna hurt, and make me injured. So I guess I'm just gonna come here and support a little bit differently. Just find it. Make sure your back is straight. That's what you're kind of worried about. So I'm gonna go back to my stack lock position. Put my chin on it. I'm just trying to breathe and make sure everything's relaxed. Make a little diamond here. Just gotta go back and forth. This is the diamond that I'm making on the ground. And that's how you can get your distance. If you can get your elbows to the ground or kind of close to the ground, one side's probably going to be a little bit better. If you can't go all the way, that's fine. Just see, I can't fucking do that kind of a twist yet, so no mind. If I did something, I tried it, and it kind of started to hurt, then I'm going to go back to just breathing. Hand over your heart is a great way to just soothe yourself. You gotta do this for a while, man. Just do it for a while. Now the next is I just turn this way, and then I turn this way. One, two, three breaths. Curl my toes. One, two, three breaths. Up, down, one, two, three breaths. One, two, three breaths. I've rocked forward a little bit on that. And then, since that's felt good, I'm gonna go to this side. And then go forward to get that stretch. And then I'm gonna do it both ways with the foot flat. See that back there? And then the curls, the toes curled. So like, that's one way, and then that's the other way. What I'm trying to do is get this foot loosened up to where this can come up a little more, and I can walk better and get a little bit more mobility. But that's just kind of the basics. And then I like to chant. So I'm going to take a minute and chant a little bit. And since this is for you, Mike, I'm just going to play the drum. Actually, I decided not to chant. I'll just play the drum a little bit. JC drum. So hopefully that's dope for your mic. That's a good way of taking the first 15-20 minutes of the day.